Hey everybody, Bar from the Shabby Tree. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm sorry I sent my text out a few minutes ago, but you guys have been hounding me for the over camera. So Bo set me up just now. So I'm going to be looking all over the place, okay? Because it's not like I can read the comments on my phone. I'm going to be reading the comments on the computer to the right. I can also pull you up on my phone if I want to. Say hey when you're here. And tell me what your weather's like, because the weather here is a little loopy. It's extremely overcast, and I'm not sure why, because it is supposed to be sunny and like almost 80 today. I'm not seeing me on here. Oh, there we are. Okay, tell me when you're here. Hey, Miss Rhonda Ann Riley, how are you? I'm going to explain what we are making in just a minute, okay? I'll leave my phone just so that if I see more comments. Hey, Amelia, how are you? Hey, Miss Christine. All right, so we're doing a rice paper craft, and we're going to use this rice paper from European Excellency. I love her cross rice paper. It is absolutely beautiful. Do you see how pretty that is? Now, what we're going to do it on is our little rusty watering can from the Shabby Tree Boutique. I'm going to show you this. There's only a handful of these left on the website. A lot of you own this already. These are, I don't know what's the word I would use. They're very rustic is what I would say. I'm using this one because this line goes down it right here. So I'm going to use the front side of this one. But if you ordered one, that's just what they have to them. They're very rustic. So do you see how this one has all the markings? That's what they'll look like. That's what they're going to have, okay? So if you don't like rustic, you don't want to order it. So these are on the website. If you comment the word supplies, you guys will get the link to everything I'm using. So you could find this rice paper. You could find the watering can. You could find, we're going to do the flowers again that I ordered from Amazon, which my glue is melting onto. And then I'm going to use flowers from our website for the watering can because I'm going to even add some of those to this. So let's get started. First thing first, let's rip our rice paper and we're going to Mod Podge it on to the watering can. So you guys tell me what you want. Do you want just full force over my hand so you can see what I'm doing? Or do you want split screen? So if you guys could tell me that. Miss Debbie Blue, it's supposed to be 80 here too. It's supposed to be 80. I find it hard to believe it. It's so overcast here in Georgia. Extremely overcast. Hey, Becky Klein, Sheila, and Maria. How are you guys? So I could do just overhand, just like this, so that you guys could just see what I'm making. Or if you want a split screen, tell me if you want a split screen. What we're going to do is we're going to rip the rice paper. I know some of you are going to cringe right now, but we are going to rip this. You like the split? All right. Let me see which one is the split that you guys want. This is the one you guys want. You want to see what I'm doing, but have me in the corner, right? All right. So you see how we're just ripping along the edge of the rice paper. The reason I'm doing this is I'm going to Mod Podge it to the can. And I don't want all of this white showing. I know I'm ripping off the flowers, but it's going to work. I promise you it's going to work. So I'm coming around. I don't want to cut it either because I like the little bit of a raw edge rather than cutting it. Hey, Miss Becky Brown. Good morning, Judy Wilson. How are you today? Happy Thursday, guys. I can't believe it's Thursday. Did you guys catch Mr. Wally live? He showed 4 items. He kind of snuck a little bit and marked down something. Mr. Wally's like, listen, gonna get mad a little bit, but I marked my reindeer down. So he took some money off of the metal reindeer. That will stay till the end of today, and then it goes back to regular price tomorrow. If you like the recycled metal decor items, go check those out. You could comment the word golf and you will see what Mr. Wally showed. He only showed 4 items today. His allergies are really bothering him. All right, so do you see how we're just ripping it? Simple, quick, easy. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Monette. Wendy says she likes it the old way. Wendy, I still do the old way, but they've been really wanting this, so we're going to do this way today. This will not be an everyday thing. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we're going to go this way. This definitely won't happen at my house, okay? We only have this set up here at the warehouse. But you could see way better what I'm doing. And we won't be this way for the whole craft. Hey, Maria. You're headed home from New York City, Miss Karen. Safe travels. Did you have a good time? I hope you had a great trip. All right. So, Mr. McCoy is in the background. This is taking a little longer because I'm being slow about it. I have no idea why. Hey, Miss Jill Evans. How are you? Happy Thursday. Okay, so here's our cross. Isn't that so pretty? This is from European Excellency. Her rice paper is from European Excellency. If you comment supplies, you will get the link. All we're going to do is put this on here, and we're going to come a little bit to the right. It's not going to be dead centered. It's going to come towards the handle part. So all we're going to do is we're going to take Mod Podge. I'm using this one. This is like, no, this is not the one. Hold on a second. Thank God I looked. This one's the photo one. I've almost used this one before. We want the multi-purpose. Hold on. I got the wrong one, guys. We want this one right here. All right. I did this once by accident. This is a photo Mod Podge. We want this one that is multi-purpose, dishwasher safe, machine wash safe, just crazy. It's like an all-in-one Mod Podge. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Sharon Orwin. How are you today? All right, so let's just squirt some out. Let's just put it on. We're going to do it on the back side of this cross, and then we're going to shove the cross onto the watering can. And go just like this. And hold on, we'll get it on. It's easier this way for me than to try to figure out where to put the Mod Podge on the watering can. All right, let's push this onto here. We're gonna do it right here. All right. See? Isn't that so pretty? Now, we are going to use rub and buff, so don't worry. We're going to do a little rub and buff to make this stand out. But first thing first, put Mod Podge over your cross, okay? So just come on over your cross, just like this. All right. All right, our cross is down really good. You see how pretty that is? Again, the rice paper is from European Excellency. Hey, Miss Laura, how are you? Hey, Miss Shelly Myers in the house. Happy Thursday, Miss Shelly. Also, I don't know if any of my deal of the day is left, but what I'm wearing today is marked down. Isn't this so pretty? And my earrings, they're marked down. They're on the deal of the day. You could comment deal if you want to check those out. All right, so we got to let this dry for 1 second. I am going to use Gold Leaf Rub and Buff because that's the only one I have right now. I can't seem to find my antique gold. Oh my gosh, we got a phone call. Is that going to disrupt my video? Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on, guys. I'm going to put do not disturb on. Hopefully that didn't mess up the video. Hey, Laura, how are you? Miss Lynette, how are you? I'll be so mad if it did. Hey, Shelly Meyer. Okay, let's continue on. We need this to dry for 1 second. I'll flip you guys and chit chat for just a minute. Hey, Miss Leslie. Hey, Kathy. Bo's up to it again. He is. Hey, Miss Paula. Yeah, you can comment OOTD. That's going to give you the link to everything. This got restocked. I do not know if it's still available. Is this still available? My lacy top. Joy restocked my top last night. This one. My earrings are on the deal of the day, $9.50. My shirt is on the deal of the day. I can't remember if it's one small. We only have one small of my lacy shirt left. That is it. One small. That's all that's left. This is what this is looking like if you want to see it from the front view. You see how pretty these flowers are going to look in this? We're not done. We have a lot more to do yet, okay? We have a lot more to do. All right, so we're going to pull out our flowers because we are going to glue these to this. We're going to make this 3D. Before I start gluing them, though, I do want to put a little rub and buff around the outside of the cross. So let's do that. Let's move you guys back down to this, all right? We're gonna take just the simple gold leaf rub and buff, and we're gonna just come around the cross. So just kind of spread it out just a little bit. See how I'm just spreading it out and I'm just coming around the cross? You want the cross to go bam. This is gold leaf rub and buff right here. I'm using the gold leaf one. I would have probably used antique gold, but I don't know where mine is. Yes, Miss Pat, comment supplies and you will get the link to everything I'm using. You'll get the link for the rice paper, European Excellency. I would love for you to support Agnieszka. And then the watering can, we had just a handful left. They're on our Shabby Tree Boutique. The flowers are on the Shabby Tree Boutique. And the metal little flowers I'm using, I got those little buggers from Amazon. I'm kind of pulling it out as I go because I want it to look like a light shining. Does that make sense? So I am spreading it. I want it to look like light is shining. So see how I'm doing it? Just like that. And that's so pretty. All right, so let's just come across this way. Thank you, Miss Dorinda. Did I say your name right? All right. We're just going to keep on. All right, I think I'm good. Do you guys think that's good? I think that's good, right? I think that looks really, really pretty. It might need a little bit right here. Hold on. Might need just a little bit right here. Okay. You see how you have flowers here? Well, we're going to add some of these 3D flowers. You see how we're going to go over it, but they're going to be gold? We're going to make them gold. So first thing first, let's gold rub and buff the flowers. Now, stick with me before I get off. I might just randomly look up and I might pick someone's name and I might just send you a pack of these from Amazon. I love these. I think these are really fun. I ordered them from Amazon and I'll try to pick somebody and send someone a pack. Good morning, Miss Barbara Hooper. It's Hooper, right? Yes, Barbara Hooper. How are you? Hey, Miss Linda. Good morning and happy Thursday. So these are a little bit more bronzy than what I want them. So that's why I'm going to go over. See how they look really bronzy? And then if I come, you see how it just brightens it up with the rub and buff? Just a little bit, not a lot. Just makes them a little brighter. Now you could always paint these. These could have been painted a pale pink if you wanted to. So we're going to do at least 3. We could do more, but let's get these 3 on first. So we're going to do 2 right here. We're going to get these 2 glued right here. And I think I might put another flower in the center. And we're going to do 1 right there. I think 3 is all we're going to need, guys. I really do. And then I'm trying to see which one we're going to want to put in the center. I'm thinking we're going to want to put this one in the center. So let's do a little rub and buff on this one. I'll hold it up and show you. Okay. Hey, Miss Trisha Ann. Okay, so this is it before rub and buff, and this is it with rub and buff. So that's the one we're going to use. Next time we do the overhead, I do need to make sure my nails are done. And my nail kit's right here. Look, my nail kit's right here. I just have to get them done. That's my manicure. Sally Hansen. Best thing ever. I don't know if we have a word for that anymore. We did. I don't know. We still have a word for our Sally Hansen kit. Courtney in here? No? Courtney's MIA. Oh, she's there. Do we still have a word for my Sally Hansen? Oh, probably not, but I can make one real quick. Yeah. If you want the Sally Hansen, I just get it in Walmart, guys. But if you guys need a word for it, this is what I use on my nails. It's the word nails. Give it a few minutes, and Courtney will make the word. Okay, let's see about adding same thing we did with my vase the other day. We're gonna do a little Gorilla Glue and a little hot glue. So a little Gorilla Glue and a little hot glue. So let's put the Gorilla Glue first. And all I'm going to do is add the Gorilla Glue right onto here, the back of the flower. And then we're going to take the hot glue gun and we're going to add a squirt of hot glue. And we're going to push it right to here. And let me get these set in place, and then I'll pick the other vase up and we'll see if this process even worked. Do you guys know the little copper vase I made? I have it right behind me, not copper, but the gold vase. And we glued the flowers to it. It's sitting right on the floor behind me. Where's my other? Oh, they're on here. Hello, Barbie. What are you doing? They're right here. All right, let's get these on first. Hold on. All right, we're going to come around. So I added just a little of the Gorilla Glue, and then we're just going to put a little hot glue right in the center. And let's push this right there. Get the hot glue straggling off. You see? We're just doing like that. And that's so pretty. Do you guys like that? Kimberly Stone Street, check the email. Nails work. Okay. Courtney, yell to Wally to check the email for Kimberly. Wally, check the email for Kimberly. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Karen. Hey, Victoria. Would you put this outside on the porch? A covered porch, I would. But if it's going to get damp, like wet and a lot of dampness, no. I would not. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't put the rice paper out in the weather. But I do have rice paper crafts on my front porch. My front porch does not get wet. So if you have a covered porch, yeah, I would put it out on the porch. I think this is prettier for in the house. But I've done tons of Mod Podge crafts for my front porch. Okay, let's put a little hot glue here. I've even done brown paper crafts for my front porch. Do you guys remember the daisies we made? Uh-oh, hold on, we gotta get this down. Do you remember the daisies? And I put those on the front porch. They held up very well. Hold on, we gotta get this flower to stay though. We'll see. I think it'll stay when we add hot glue to the center to put the next dose down. Right now, they're not stuck real good. They're stuck, but they're not stuck real good. All right. Let's do the next flower, and let's put this one in the center. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of the Gorilla Glue inside here. I'm going to put a little bit of the Gorilla Glue on the inside. The Gorilla Glue is going to take a good day to really cure, guys. So we did that. And then we're going to add hot glue to the back side of this. And we're going to stick this right in the center. We're going to push it down though. We'll see if this is going to hold. Okay. Kimberly, it was Kimberly, wasn't it? Yeah. Kimberly, it's taken care of. Kimberly, how do you get Wally to take care of things so fast? What the heck's up with that? He doesn't do that for me. What the heck's happening here? Thank you, Jackie. The rhinestones. You guys want the rhinestones in the center? Okay, we didn't add the rhinestones to our supplies, but we will put rhinestones in the center. Hold on. I'll have Courtney add it. Yeah, the one from Amazon, the ones I put on the other day. Yeah. Let's do the same thing for this one though, guys. Let's add the rub and buff to the pearls because it makes it not stand out so much. All right. All right, we're gonna have to do the same thing. We're gonna have to put more Gorilla Glue and then hot glue. If this Gorilla Glue sets, these flowers should not come off. Gorilla Glue is crazy stuff, guys. It's crazy. All right, let's put a wad of hot glue on the back of this. I'm using the hot glue with the Gorilla Glue because the hot glue is gonna hold it temporarily. Like it's going to hold it in place so the Gorilla Glue could do its work. That's what is supposed to happen here. We'll see, but that's what's supposed to happen. All right. Okay. We're going to set this aside for 1 second. All right, let me hold it up real close so you could see. This is what it's looking like. You see it? That's what it's looking like. Now, let me show you. Let me go to front for a second, okay? Right here on the floor behind me, I'm going to touch it and we're going to see how well these are stuck. This has been sitting here since I made it. Oh, they're good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, they're good. This is what we made the other day, remember? And I put the flowers and we made it like 3D. And guys, they're really on there really good. I'm super excited about that. Yeah, that's good. Fingers crossed, these do the same thing. Fingers crossed. Now, I am putting 2 of these in there. We're going to put 2 of these. And I want to add some of the flowers to these flowers. So we'll see. Let's do the top thing again, okay? Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, Laura. All right, so do you see how we're not going to use Gorilla Glue anymore for this? So let's just put the Gorilla Glue away for a minute. And let's pick which flowers we're going to want. Let's cut the stem. Let's cut the tags off of these. These are on the Shabby Tree Boutique. And do you see how pretty they are? Now, do you see these right here? You see the little flowers? That is what I want to glue some more flowers to. So these aren't going to be like banged around so much. So we're going to just hot glue these to this. I say, we're going to see. So let's add a little rub and buff. My hands are all rub and buffed. Add some rub and buff. And then let's see. I wonder if the little center of the flower could stick through here. I wish the little green thing would come through the hole of the flower. I don't think it will though. I think the hole needs to be a little bigger. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get it to work if I don't get the, let's just try it. All right, let's put a little hot glue on this. I'm putting hot glue on the flower first. I'll tell you which way we're going to need to do it, but let me just see if I can't do this without getting burned. All right, you see how I glued that to that? See how that's glued on there? Good morning, Felicia. Hey, Deborah, how are you? We could see if one of these will stay on with hot glue in the center of it and give it a little bling. We'll see. Let's try it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute though. All right, let's put a little rub and buff on the pearl to tone the pearl down. Okay, so do you see how we added one of those to this? You see how cute that is looking? Now, I feel like we need to come around and do a couple because then that's going to help it blend in with the watering can. Isn't that cutesy? Good morning, Juanita. Hey, Miss, is it Farah or Para? P-A-R-A. Is that pronounced Farah? I guess we could do a couple different shaped flowers. They don't have to all be the same, I don't think. Oh, that one actually went through there. Okay, hold on. Let's put hot glue. And then, oh, that came right through there. Hold on, that melted. Hold on. We need to add more hot glue. And now we got to do the crystal real fast. Hold on. Oh gosh, it melted the plastic piece of the flower. Got to stick it all together. And then put a little rub and buff on the pearl. All right, this glue gun's everywhere. So do you see what they're looking like? I did two different ones. Can you see the two different flowers right there? Aren't those cute? You like the plain flowers? I just don't know. I like the bling. I'm a blingy girl. You guys know I'm a blingy girl. We're going to add 3 to each little bush. So we're going to leave all these other ones, just the regular flowers. But we're going to do 3. We're going to do 3 to this. So let's do another one of this one. So let me put a little hot glue on the flower. I find it best to do the hot glue on the flower. Push this on. Stick it in there. Because a little of the hot glue is coming through the hole of the flower. I feel like that's really going to secure it in place. And then put another crystal. And then use the rub and buff on the bling. So you see how we added the rub and buff to the little pearl? And that's all we're going to do for this little cluster right here, are just those 3. And we'll leave all the rest the flowers. So then we got another cluster right here. So let's do this little cluster. You just got back from the haircut. Chop, 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 Heidi says. Heidi, I don't know what I'm doing with mine. All right, let's see about adding this one to here. I'm mixing it up. I'm adding different ones. So we're going to put a little hot glue right on this plastic piece of the flower. And then we're going to shove this on. We're going to add more hot glue. And then we're going to shove this little bling in place. And we're hoping it's going to all just really secure and stick to place. Hey, Jennifer Robinson, how are you today? Guys, are y'all having a great Thursday? Look, isn't that just so pretty? I love it, guys. I do. Hey, Karen. Hey, Helen. Hey, Emily. How are you guys? All right, let's do another one. Let's get this party started. It's been started. Let's get it finished. All right, let's do this little one right here. That one might be too small for the bling. Let's do that one. All right, so we're going to put hot glue. Then we're going to do the flower. Hey, I'll show you guys later. I brought my butterflies spray painted gold. I'll show you them a little bit later. They're in the car still. All right, let's do bling. and then hot glue, I mean, and then bling. Hey, Jody. Hey, Laura. Laura says, prayers for a speedy recovery. I'll read what's going on. So there's that one we just did right here. We did this one. And we're going to do one more to this little cluster. And we're going to do it right here to this one. That's kind of hidden right here. You see this little one? We're going to do this one. And let's just pick our flower. We'll do this one. If you guys are just jumping on, I did rice paper on a watering can. I'll show it in just a few minutes. We just have to get the flowers done here. And then these little bushes of flowers that are on the Shabby Tree Boutique, they looked really good with my little color scheme I got going on. So that's why I'm using these flowers, because this screams me. This will not be all of you. Some of you will be like, I'm not loving those colors. And then...
Did you see that Jessica's in the hospital?
Is that what someone said for speedy recovery?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Jessica Dalco.
Miss Helen, is Jessica in the hospital? I'll read the comments, Miss Helen, as soon as I get off. We will keep her in our prayers, Miss Helen. You keep us posted, okay? Hey, Miss Wendy Reed. Hey, Karen Jacobs. How are you? Jessica, if you see this, we love you. All right, let's do this. We'll need to make a little prayer tag today. All right, let's push this on. Hey, Thida. Hey, Laura. Hey, Rhonda. All right. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that so pretty? Thank you, Lynette. Nancy. Hey, Miss Jan. All right. We need two more. We're going to put this little bouquet of flowers. Oh, man, I got a whole nother bouquet to do. I won't do the second one on a live. We're only going to do one bouquet on the live. I'll do the second one when I get off, and then I'll show you a finished picture, okay? Let's just finish this bouquet. We're going to put two more on this. All right, hold on. Let's do this flower right here. Let's get a flower. We'll do this one. Add some gold. I don't think I've been adding gold to them, have I? I could touch the leaves up when I get off. Am I slacking? You like the rust color? Thank you, Sandy. All right. Put this into here. Okay, I'm going to push this down. Mr. Wally's allergies. Hold on, we need to put a little more hot glue in here. All right. And now we're going to put hot glue and a bling. Thank you, Jennifer. Oh, you're all so sweet. Jessica, you have tons of prayers. All right, we have one more for here. And then let's see what it all looks like together. And then I will pick someone and see who would want to do this craft or just loves the flowers I'm using. These, I'm talking about the metal flowers. I'm going to pick someone and I'm going to have Courtney mail you out a pack through Amazon. Hey, Ruby. All right. Let's put a little rub and buff. All right, let's see what we got going on. We need rub and buff on this pearl. I feel like the rub and buff just really tones down the pearls. And it just makes it look better for me. You don't all have to do that. I mean, some of you aren't even going to like the color of these flowers I'm using, you know? But you see how cute it is? You see how the little flowers just add to it? It's really cute. We do have to add a little gold to the ends of some of these flowers. I forgot to add the rub and buff to some of these. Hold on. We have to have the full effect here. All right. Okay. Let's move us to front. Let's see what this looks like. Hey, Miss Lisa, how are you today? All right, let's push all of this aside for a minute. This bouquet will not be done, okay? I need to get it done when I get off, but let's see if my flowers are gonna stay in place for just a minute for me to stand the watering can up. I don't know how well that's holding them. All right. Because what we want to do is we want both of these in here. And I might add more greenery, but for right now, we're going to just put these in. The bling's a win. Thank you, Michelle. All right, so do you see how do you see how adding some of the little metal flowers to it matches? It just brings the cross out. Like, do you see how the bling on the flowers is matching? Guys, the cross on the can looks beautiful. Doesn't that look beautiful, the cross on the can? That is so pretty. Yeah, I think I love everything about it. I do. I love everything about it. Yeah, I think this one turned out beautiful. Who would love for me to send some flowers to you? I need a marker or an ink pen really fast. Hold on, let me grab an ink. Hold on. Here's an ink pen. All right. Hey, Wendy, tell me flowers. Say flowers. Look at my hands. I got to go scrub my hands. First, I'm going to get the rest of the flowers on there. Hey, Miss Suzanne. Hey, Anna. Miss Lynette, I love you. You guys are all so sweet. I hope you guys are all having an amazing Thursday. The cross is glowing. I agree, Miss Patty. It looks beautiful, right? All right. Okay. Wendy Lyons, Lyons. Wendy Lyons, Lyons. Miss Wendy, I need you to get into the PMs right now and send me your address. And then that way Courtney can jump right on Amazon. And we're sending you this, okay? We're sending you a pack of these. I love these. Definitely love these. All right, listen up. Let me get off. Let me finish the rest of the flowers on here. I'll take a picture of it when it's completely finished to show you how it turned out, all right? And then I will be back on a little bit later. Bo's going to end my video for me. Happy Thursday, everyone.